What's up, everybody? I'm Duncan, and welcome to another week of the WBE. This week we are taking on Gameboy Luke, my biggest rival, and I made a mistake. I did not prepare for this. I didn't build a team. I had wedding planning to do. I completely forgot that the WBE existed. I may throw up some DMs on screen right now. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show you DMs from Luke unless he agrees, but if you see them on screen, it's because Luke agreed. Basically, Luke going, "We need to battle," and I was like, oh God, no! And so I do have a front office. I've had this guy, Japurowitz, who's in call with me right now. Say hi.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
You guys know Witz from my free-for-alls. He's a very competitive league battler. He does a lot of league battling. He does a lot of league building. He actually ran the DKD sub-league. He's a super awesome guy. He really knows his league stuff. He's been helping me build, but I've been I think you could say I've been very active in the team building process. Like, I have vetoed a lot of things. I've been a very active part. Yeah. So, unfortunately,
I know for week one, we were in a call for like an hour and a half at least, just bouncing ideas back and forth.
So this week, unfortunately, I wasn't quite so active. So poor Japurowitz was left basically building my team for me because last minute I was like, dude, I need a team. And he's like, don't worry, I've already started working on it, man. I got you with a team. But I didn't feel confident doing the team builder alone this week because honestly, I don't exactly know what this team does. I kind of know bits of it, but Japurowitz is going to be helping us out here. Gameboy Luke has a very scary draft. Quick note, very annoyed that it's Luke I forgot the WBE existed against, because this is the win I need the most, because I live 2 minutes away from Luke, and he will hold this over my head if he beats me so hard. So hard, because I'm the competitive, out of the two of us, I'm the competitive battler, who previously has helped him build for leagues. So if he beats me, that's a big deal. So we need to win this. So Tapu Koko, let's start with Tapu Koko. We've got a choice scarf, Tapu Koko, which seems weird at first, but this was my one contribution to the team. So don't knock it, because this was the one thing I came up with. Right? The reason I think Scarf Koko is good is because it outspeeds Scarf Greninja. And that's what we've got the speed for, right? Is outspeeding Scarf Greninja, the 220 speed?
Close. So Greninja's not the fastest mon that Luke has. The fastest mon he has is a Swellow, which is actually a couple points higher. So it's guaranteed outspeed the entire team, barring he doesn't have like a tailwind up. Yeah. Even if they're scarfed, yeah.
So because of that, it's mixed. U-turn because he has a Zygarde, and we don't want to get stuck in Volt switching into a Zygarde. Volt switch, Dazzling Gleam, Thunderbolt. Now, I originally put HP Grass, but these guys actually vetoed that eventually because we over-prepared for Seismitoad. We don't think he's bringing the Seismitoad anyway. It doesn't really make much sense. It makes a little bit of sense, but Swellow makes a lot more sense against my team. What did we think the team was going to be? We thought it was going to be...
so we were saying Zygarde, Greninja, Rotom Heat, Vanillux, Necrozma, and then either Seismitoad or Swellow.
Yeah. Because Nihilego doesn't really do much against my team. Scrafty is too risky against Bishop, stuff like that. Like, I just have answers for a lot of his team. Mega Steelix doesn't do much. We do think he's going to stack hazards. But yeah, okay, so there's my contribution. Now, everything else is all Japurowitz. So explain the Medicham.
So Medicham is Bulk Up, Facade, Drain Punch, and Fake Out. Has just enough speed to outspeed base 100s, or base 95s rather, which is his Zygarde, because that's the closest thing we could outspeed. And I put a little bit of a trick on there. I put Facade on there because one of his main answers to this Medicham is a defensive Rotom Heat. Yeah. And we can set up Bulk Ups on that all day, and he'll probably burn us. So it's like, if we just run Facade, we'll just body his entire team.
So if we bring Medicham in on something that Medicham threatens, he's going to predict the Fake Out switching into Rotom Heat. While he switches into Rotom Heat, we bulk up. Correct me if I'm wrong. This was what I think this is what you told me to do. While he switches into Rotom Heat, we bulk up. He then thinks, okay, he's bulked up once. He's not going to be able to kill me at +1 because I'm a bulky Rotom Heat that's meant to live 2 hits. So I'm going to Will-O-Wisp him. We bulk up again because we outspeed him. He Will-O-Wisps us, and then we kill his entire team with +2 Facade.
Basically, yeah. The only thing we don't kill is a Mega Steelix, which we 2-hit KO with Drain Punch, even while burned. Yeah. And recover all the health back that he would do with Heavy Slam.
Things we need to watch out with that, of course, is Greninja coming in and killing us before we kill it, even after 2 bulk ups. And Swellow coming in. And it's a special, if it's not physical, because if it's physical Swellow, we actually live a hit after 2 bulk ups.
At +2, even if he's Yeah, even if he's Guts, Guts Brave Bird, Guts Facade, there's a chance that we live those hits.
But he won't have
+2.
Hopefully he won't have the burn yet, because he'll have to come in and get a turn of burn. And then we've got the 50-50 of do we bulk up while he protects, or do we predict him to just attack anyway and Brave Bird anyway, and then just Drain Punch him, get all that health back. So...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm figuring out how to use this team. I'm doing it. Oh, by the way, Facecam today, guys. Facecam, different suit from the draft analysis, but Facecam again. Gliscor. Right, Gliscor's really interesting because I actually vetoed Earthquake. I didn't feel comfortable not bringing Defog against Luke because we think he's going to stack hazards. And these guys were like, "You're hyper offense. Just kill him before he gets the hazards up." And I'm like, what if he does bring Steelix? What if he brings like Stealth Rock, Necrozma? Necrozma's very hard to Oko. Spikes Greninja, he'll get a spike up. And even just rocks and one spike puts a big dent in hyper offense. That is very scary. So the only thing we would ever Earthquake would be Mega Steelix, right?
Nihilego as well.
Nihilego. We'd only ever Earthquake Nihilego, but now we can just U-turn out against Nihilego and go into one of our walls for Nihilego and then kill it. So...
Yeah.
Nihilego, if he brings it, I'm going to regret not having Earthquake because it is better to have Earthquake against Nihilego. Other than that, we're U-turning. Zygarde we would U-turn against anyway because we really don't want him setting up with Zygarde, so U-turning into a thing that is faster than his +1 Zygarde in Tapu Koko is really important, or into Gengar, which you'll see later why that's important. That works. So U-turn, Roost.
We also used to have Ice Fang just in case, but we thought, we still thought that Defog or that longevity in Roost was more important.
Yeah. I mean, the Roost, I'm still like torn over whether Roost is worth it when we're just pivoting with this thing over and over and over. But honestly, it can come in and roost on something that then switches out against it, and then it can U-turn, and then it's got back to full health and it's sponging another hit. This thing is just sponging hits. That's what it's here for. Luke has a lot of very hard-hitting Pokemon, and we want to be able to sponge some hits with this Gliscor. You ended up putting max defense in it because didn't need any attack. Yeah, it's a solid set. All right, I know you're proud of this Politoed, so I'm going to let you go off now. I'm going to let you go off. Explain the Politoed. Explain the Politoed.
Yeah. So when I was looking at Luke's team, yes, Politoed's a little bit slow. However, in the rain, and even outside of the rain, a Choice Specs Politoed puts in a world of hurt, especially with Hydro Pump, Surf, and then we have HP Grass for the Seismitoad and Ice Beam for the Zygarde and Swellow. So this thing is a nuke that can also live hits. This thing lives a modest max special attack Thunder from a Nihilego.
Not in electric terrain, though.
Correct. Well, yeah, not in electric terrain. So we'd have to work around that. But
yeah,
it's guaranteed to outspeed a modest, not scarfed Vanillux and live. So if it's if it is a modest scarf Vanillux, it lives the freeze dry and then kills after rocks. So once rocks are up and Vanillux switches in, we kill with the Politoed.
It kills with Hydro after rocks, and it's like a 90% chance to kill with Surf after rocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it can kill with Hydro. Hydro is a roll to kill it outright, right? That was the other crazy thing. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And with the Necrozma as well, like even after rocks in the rain, Hydro Pump kills it. Even if there's a little bit of bulk as well.
If he has, but if we see leftovers on Necrozma, probably Surf twice just for the lack of missing, because it's probably a 2-hit KO anyway. If he's running super bulky Necrozma, it's a 2-hit KO. So we probably Surf against Necrozma just to be safe. Assuming Seismitoad isn't around, because...
Yeah, if the Seismitoad's around, it can water absorb and all that stuff. But that's something we can check early on, because HP Grass, unless he's Rindoberry, just straight up Okos it.
Yep. That's super cool. Anything more to say? I don't think there's anything more to say about this Pokemon, man. Like, Politoed just rinses things. Like, actually rinses them with water. Very powerful. Choice Specs Politoed. Dramper's cool. I like this Dramper set. Now, we've gone back and forth on Draco Meteor and Dragon Pulse. I really don't know which is better.
The only difference between Draco... Yeah, that's what it was.
Zygarde, right? It's just... It kills Zygarde.
Well... Yeah, Draco, and I think both of them killed the Zygarde. I think our main thing was getting the kills on other things, like when we were talking about like taking a hit from the Necrozma, or
he takes a hit from Necrozma and then kills it with Draco. He takes it. Yeah. You're right. Because Dragon Pulse doesn't quite
knocked into that berserk range.
Yeah. So you only then have -1 for the second if you need to.
Yeah. And the main thing here is that this is basically our one and only switch to Swallow.
Don't say that. Don't say that. It's so scary. Ah! Help!
It's a guaranteed 3-hit KO, so no matter what, we'll live the hit from Swallow, both of them, from Timid Specs. So, because that Swallow puts in as a nuke, and we were trying to figure out so many different things just for that Swallow.
We basically have a thing, if we're up against a full HP Swallow and he boom bursts us on a switch in, obviously he's then going to switch out because he knows it's not going to kill with the second hit. So we just Draco. We just Draco whatever's coming in, because that's the other reason for Draco, is that in that situation, you just want to click Draco, because even if he brings in Whimsicott, it's like, okay, well, the Draco failed. So what? I'm gonna, I'm a Dramper. I'm gonna switch out against Whimsicott into Gengar or whatever. Like it doesn't matter. And I don't think he's bringing Whimsicott. I would be absolutely stunned out of my mind if he brought Whimsicott. It could be a huge issue if he did. I mean, Gengar kind of just shits on it though, really. Yeah. So it should be fine. Yeah. It should be fine. Yeah, we have to play around Whimsicott. If he brings Whimsicott, I'm going to have to play around it. But, like, Tapu Koko kind of shits on it. And
if he brings it anyway, it's going to be a more bulky variant, which in that case, it's not going to do that much damage anyway to Politoed, and Politoed can nuke it. So,
Energy Ball is another answer to Seismitoad and nothing else. Surf is there because Rain boosts it. So if Rain is still up, Surf is going to do a huge amount of damage. To pretty much everything.
It's also for the Rotom Heat and the Steelix, and then the Energy Ball is also for the Greninja, because we live hits from Greninja as well.
Also guaranteed breaks any Zygarde sub, no matter what Zygarde he is. So, because we always break a Zygarde sub, we have Hyper Voice. So here's the thing, if we switch in Dramper on a Zygarde when it substitutes, because I do not believe that Luke is running Outrage on his Zygarde, because I have a Tapu Koko, and that would be crazy, because if I was set up Tapu Koko and he ran Outrage, he'd lose the game right there. So, yeah, maybe we should have run setup Tapu Koko. Maybe my one contribution... It's too late. It's too late. We're not changing it. But maybe my one contribution was bad, because if he set up Zygarde with Outrage... If he's Outrage Zygarde, and we switch Koko in on an Outrage, and we set up, we just win the game. Right there. Like, we actually just win. Directly there. We let him kill something with Outrage, go into Koko, Calm Mind while he does nothing, and then just Dazzling Gleam and obliterate his whole team. Never mind. It's too late. It's too late. Right? And Scarf Greninja would stop that anyway, so it's fine. Like, tomato. Anyway, so if he's Zygarde and he gets Substitute, he's definitely not Outrage. Substitute Zygarde just doesn't have space for Outrage against my team. So then we go into Dramper. Now, we've got to risk him Dragon Dancing, so we're not going to Hyper Voice, because that won't kill him after sub. It only does 51% minimum. So we Surf, breaking the sub. He then has a choice that next turn after he's Dragon Dance. Does he sub again? That means we click Hyper Voice no matter what, because if he subs again, Hyper Voice then kills him. If he doesn't sub again, he's going to kill us with, well, he doesn't even kill us with a +1 1,000 arrows, so he would have to kill us with Outrage. If he does kill us with Outrage, we go Tapu Koko and we Dazzling Gleam and it kills him. So it's like a win-win. The worst case scenario is we trade Dramper for Zygarde. And I'm not against trading a Dramper for a Zygarde. I'm really not against that. Like, on the scale of things that are not bad to do, that is one of them.
That's not bad to do.
Yeah. And finally, Gengar. Gengar. I think I changed one move on this. I suggested Icy Wind, right?
Yeah.
Because we originally had we are so screwed if he brings Whimsicott.
Well, not necessarily. We have things for it. I mean, between Icy Wind, Icy Wind and Shadow Ball are both a 2-hit KO on the Whimsicott. Plus, he's gonna fear it anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and that's the bulky set. If he's offensive, he's not going to have anything really to hit you anyway, unless he's running for some reason a Hidden Power Ground, which I highly doubt seeing.
Hidden Power Ghost, man. Hidden Power Ghost, it's the truth. So Icy Wind is there because Swellow gets 2-hit KO'd by it, right?
That's the main thing. That and Zygarde.
So Icy Wind's there for Zygarde, and it 2-hit KOs Zygarde, it 2-hit KOs Swellow. It slows Swellow down to slower than Gengar, so then we can kill Swellow after he's slower than Gengar, which is a big deal, because he then doesn't get 2 hits out on us, and we've got a Focus Sash.
Yeah.
So it does mean that Gengar is a soft block to Swellow. Unfortunately, he does get Scrappy, which is really stupid. I don't know why they gave Swellow a boost and Scrappy and Boom Burst, because he just Scrappy Boom bursts everything to death, and I could have brought a resist. I could have brought a resist, but Bishop then dies to Heat Wave. It's messy. It's really messy. So this is the answer we had.
Yeah, and another thing as well is if he thinks the Zygarde can just set up in its face, or like predicting the switch on the 1,000 arrows, we can just Icy Wind him down.
Yeah,
and we'll still outspeed.
Because we'll Icy Wind, slow him down, he'll then Dragon Dance, he'll be neutral again, and then the second Icy Wind kills him. So Icy Wind is always the play against Zygarde, because even if he does 1,000 arrows, he's now -1 speed. Politoed comes in, outspeeds. Medicham comes in, outspeeds, which you should already do. Coco comes in, obviously outspeeds. So it's just the Icy Wind does such a chunk to the Zygarde and puts it in -1 that then we don't fear a Dragon Dance at all. So, super good. Drampa almost ran Tailwind because it would have outsped everything on Luke's team except Swellow. But unfortunately, except Swellow is not good, because then we have to lose our Assault Vest. We don't have the answer anymore. So that's the team. What are your... How confident are you that in this team, Jipurowitz?
I'm very confident. I love this team.
It's the least confident I've been in a team. Shady, if he had brought Domaniton, I'd have been less confident in that team, because we just literally said he's not bringing Domaniton, we're not answering it. And that was a risk.
That's why we changed that answer.
Like, that was a massive risk of, like, if he brings Domaniton, we just lose. And we took that risk because against Shady, otherwise we could not prep. I mean, how many hours did we spend trying to prep for Shady? Like, 5-6 hours? Like, just, 5-6 hours just talking back and forth. And then you on your own, another... God knows how long.
I spent days.
Yeah. His team was such a good matchup against mine. Even when he didn't bring Domaniton, he would have won if I hadn't gotten really lucky. So, you know.
Like I had specifically crafted like 3 different things to potentially take on a Darmanitan, and we're just like, yeah, that thing's not coming. What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? Because if it comes, we're weakening our team so hard by not doing this. Hey guys, a brief interruption of myself and Jipurowitz here. After this video was recorded and all of that, we actually in the Discord discussed it and decided to switch the Gengar to Modest. This video was recorded before the switch, but we realized that the only thing that Modest Gengar actually outspeeds that matters is Nihilego, and we really don't expect Luke to bring Nihilego at all. Nihilego is a very bad bring against our team. And the logic here is that if we changed our Gliscor to not have Earthquake because we're not expecting Nihilego, it is really silly to not also change Gengar to a Modest Gengar so that we get that extra damage, because it really does pick up some important Okos. Icy Wind now, Oko Swellow, things like that. Super important to get the Okos. It also guarantees a 2-hit KO on any form of Zygarde, even through Berry, because one hit will do 25%, the other hit will do 75%, that kind of stuff. So Modest, super important here. It will outspeed everything. It will still outspeed Zygarde by 1 point, which is super important. So yeah, Modest Gengar. Yeah, anyway. Luke, you're confident in the team. I hope it works out. I am less confident than I have been because I didn't have as much of a... Like, you know when you craft a team yourself, you know everything that you should do? And when somebody else makes it for you, you're like, oh, what do I do in this situation? But you've sent me all the calcs. I appreciate all your help. I really do, because I've been planning wedding. My bachelor party starts tomorrow. So I just don't have... Or when people are watching this, today. So I just don't have time, honestly. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I know this was a super long team builder, but it needed to be because I was having the team explained to me while it was being explained to you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!
See ya.
Alright then guys, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, you can click up here to see more videos of this type on my channel. If you want to check out something else a little bit different, then you can click down here. And if you want to see everything that I upload, you can click the subscribe button right here.